Yo, yo, hello, hello. What's going on, everyone? Kind of a little bit of a different format tonight, but that's okay. We're going to have fun anyways. We're just going to wait for a few more people to show up. ND, what's going on? King Wally in the house. Jody, Mr. Flying Fortress RC's in the house. What's going on, dudes? Christian Stover's in the house. Peter Griffin, of course. Yo, 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 what's going on, man? Yeah. RC Blake, what's going on? How you doing? Anthony, RC Showoff, what's going on? Hello, hello. It's popping off. All right. Yeah. Jan, what's going on? Just letting everyone kind of funnel in here. I hear sirens. What's good in the hood? Yeah. Oh, man. Funny story. My neighbors, for whatever reason, like, in my neighborhood, trash comes on Thursdays, which is tomorrow. And once a month, we have, like, big trash pickup, you know what I mean? Where, like, if you have any, like, big trash items, you can set those out, and the garbage man will come and take them away. Well, my neighbors decided that they were going to get rid of, like, everything in their house. So, like, there is all kinds of stuff out front. It looks like Hillbillyville. They've got, like, a treadmill out there and, like, furniture and boxes on boxes on boxes. It's pretty crazy. Let's see. What, Christian? I'm getting the RGT RC car. Is that a good one? Ugh. I don't know. I don't have one. Are you talking about the crawlers? The crawlers that they make, those look pretty dope. They do make a 24th scale crawler. RGT makes a 24th scale crawler that looks like a Land Rover Discovery, and that thing looks pretty epic. I'm actually thinking about getting one of those for the mini crawler course. So yeah, I don't have a good answer for you. Little Rock Crawler, yeah, man. Let me know if it is good, because that one is definitely on the radar. I think they're like what? They're like $99 or something, $100. Pretty awesome. That's a pretty sweet deal. Paul Butler, what's up? What's up? George Fisherman, of course. Just put the VXL 3S system in my Rustler. Nice. Words cannot describe my happiness. Yeah, man, I have a Rustler somewhere. Oh, it's right up there. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. I have a Rustler, and that is 4S, and that is the fastest RC that I own. I did a GPS speed run, and that thing hit 74 mile an hour before it literally left the ground and took off like an airplane. It is a monster. An absolute monster. But that's not why we're here. It's Wednesday, so we're live streaming. We're doing all kinds of good stuff. I got a couple things planned, but first, as always, it's time for a little update. I posted a video like an hour or so ago. Have you guys checked it out? I guess like type Y if you saw it, N if you did not. About the Axial SCX24. Did you check it out? Have you seen it? RC Blake's seen it. Yeah. Anthony's seen it. Right on. King Wally saw it. Yeah. Paul saw it. Christian saw it. Right on. Cool. Cool. That's what I was wondering. Videos, I don't know. It seems weird. It seems like videos aren't getting pushed like they should be. And a lot of people that usually watch my videos all the time just they haven't. So views have been kind of going down. Not bad news. Overall, everything is looking good for the channel. Everything is up. Subscribers are up. Overall views are up. Average watch time is up. Everything else is up. But it just, I don't know. It seems strange. And I know that any YouTube creators out there like RC Showoff, Anthony, and I know there's a few others in the chat right now. Did you see that YouTube posted like all your YouTube algorithm questions answered? I haven't watched that video yet, but I've got some questions for sure. So definitely some strange things happening. Maybe I need to figure out how I don't know. I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. It's a great video. If you're into crawling, it's a good video. I worked real hard on it, and I'm proud of it. So, in other big news, you may have seen that I started a Patreon, which is something that a lot of people have been asking me to do, and I didn't want to do it because I feel like all the spare time that I have to make YouTube videos goes into making YouTube videos and kind of keeping the 10 Skill Garage machine going. But there are a lot of people that want to help support the channel, and I made a promise to myself that 2021 was going to be the biggest, baddest year yet. I mean, obviously, we've only been doing it for just over a year, but I've got really, really big plans for 2021, and Patreon, I decided I was going to devote time to the people that really want to support the channel. So, Patreon, I'm making extra videos. It starts at just $3 a month. For $3 a month, I post one extra video a week. So there's already a video up on it. There's going to be another video posted tomorrow that is exclusive. That's something you won't see on YouTube. You can only see it through Patreon. We're gonna do other cool stuff. We're gonna be doing giveaways. It's just gonna be, everything that you love about the 10 Skill Garage community. You can, we're gonna turn it up to 11 on the Patreon, for just $3. If you want to pay more, there's a second tier where you can pay $10 a month, and I'll send you a sticker. You get to be a moderator on the live streams, and you get your name in the credits of my videos. And then if you're crazy and you want to donate $100, then I'll do whatever you tell me to do, honestly. I'll send you a t-shirt. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. So what does that mean for the YouTube channel? Nothing. The YouTube channel, the 10 Skill Garage YouTube channel, nothing's going to change at all. I'm still going to be posting videos. I've been trying to post 2 videos a week plus live streams. It's been kind of crazy keeping that schedule, but I'm trying the best that I can and still making... I don't want to make worse... I don't want to sacrifice quality for quantity, even though the YouTube algorithm would love me to do that. They just want me to pump out videos. They don't care if they're good or not. But I'm still going to make the same 10 Skill Garage videos on YouTube. That will not be affected. So if Patreon isn't your thing, if you don't want to get behind a paywall, I totally understand. Not a problem at all. But for those that do want to support, rather than like donating money in the live stream or the live chat or whatever, I mean, just take that $3 and go over to Patreon, and then you can watch extra videos and hang out with me there. Okay, so that's enough of that BS. Look into it, please, and thank you. Let's see what's going on. Welcome to the squad. Yeah. I can't now. He is yelling at me. I'm not. Who's yelling at you? No one's yelling at you. It's all good. It's all good. We're all friends here. So you're saying I can get a traxxas UDR for $100? No, I don't know how you can get a traxxas UDR for $100, but if you figure out a way, let me know, because I'll definitely buy another one for sure. Okay, so you all saw the thumbnail. Speed bashers. The ARMA infraction, the ARMA felony, those things have eluded me. A lot of people want me to get one. Dan! What's going on, dude? Dan. Let's see. Dan, you are now a moderator. Dan is a 10 Skill Squad VIP member. Welcome to the VIP club, my man. Yeah, anyway, speed bashers, ARMA infractions, ARMA felonies, that kind of thing. Those have eluded me for quite a long time. A lot of people want me to get one, and I just haven't, because I have 2 kind of speed bash vehicles that I never drive. And if you saw the thumbnail, you'll know what they are. In fact, they're right here. Here's the first one. This is my Traxxas Fiesta ST Rally. This thing is an absolute monster. It is a weapon, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's definitely like one of my favorite RC cars. I like that paint job. Yeah. Thanks, Blake. I do as well. It's been in a few videos. It is truly a speed basher. Not only is it crazy fast, I have a video where we take out the Fiesta ST Rally and my Traxxas UDR and race them. And on dirt, the UDR is a weapon, but on pavement, the Fiesta ST Rally is gnarly. It goes off-road, it jumps, it drifts, it's an absolute monster. And I don't have very much money invested in it at all. You can pick up a Traxxas Fiesta ST Rally, which is essentially a four-wheel drive, low center of gravity slash. You can pick one up for like less than $250. Then you can put a 3S system in it. I put a Traxxas Flannel system in it. It was less than $200, but you can trade it in. You can do Traxxas's upgrade program, and you can get that system for less than $100. And then that thing is an absolute maniac. I don't know how fast it is officially, but I mean it's got to be up there close to 50 mile an hour, which is not infraction felony territory, but it is dang close. It is dang close. So for less than $350, you can have something that is almost as fast as an ARMA vehicle and way better off-road. The only other upgrades that I did to it were shocks. I put a set of atomic shocks on it because the plastic capped Traxxas shocks that come with it, yeah, they're not that great. And then throw a receiver in it, use the radio of your choice, and it is an absolute weapon. I don't know why they're not more popular than they are. It's very strange to me, and I really should drive it more. It's better than a Prius. False. Yeah, there might be some Prius content coming soon. I know what you're thinking. Priuses are lame. Just wait, guys. Just wait. Hey man, how are you, Squiddy boy? Squiddy boy, I am fantastic. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Cheers. Oh, I need to open a new brewski, apparently. Sorry I was gone. I couldn't hear what you said. It's all good, dude. Nothing super important. We're talking about speed bashers. Let's see. How come you don't hear much about Wrestler two-wheel drive VXL? I don't know. I mean, there's certainly a lot of them out there. There's a guy that races at our racetrack that has one, and it's a track weapon. I did a video with the Traxxas two-wheel drive, not the VXL, the brushed one, the cheapest Wrestler money can buy. And you know, of all those like cheap entry-level budget Traxxas vehicles, you know, the Stampede, the Slash two-wheel drive, the Bandit, the Rustler is absolutely my favorite. Absolutely my favorite. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. They're definitely out there. They've just been around for such a long time that I don't think people are like really super into watching YouTube videos about it. Except for mine. Mine did pretty well. My video about it did pretty well. Let's see. Liberty and Justice. What's going on, dude? Glad you're here. Happy Wednesday. Where's your beer assistant? Dude, I need one, right? I don't have one, but, you know, maybe if I start making some of that YouTube money, that'd be dope. Have you been using the Losi 22S lately? And how has your experience been with it? Oh my goodness. Yes. The Losi 22S SCT. Yeah, don't waste your time with a two-wheel drive Slash, man. That thing is an absolute... That thing drives It's almost as fast, and it drives almost as well as like a 4-wheel drive short course truck. If you did not know that it was 2-wheel drive, you would think that it was 4-wheel drive. That's how good it handles. I am super impressed. King Wally's driven it. Other guys at the track have driven it. I think maybe Flying Fortress RC has driven it. It's a weapon, man. It's incredible, and they're dirt cheap. What are they, like $250? $250, and it comes with a pretty nice Spectrum 3-channel radio. Dude, don't buy anything else. If you want a 2-wheel drive short course truck, don't waste your time on anything else, man. Yeah. Didn't mean to clickbait you on the first video. Oh yeah, barbecue. Barbecue, man. I need to watch more of your videos because, oh my god, you are a wealth of knowledge. I mean, I've watched a bunch of them, but I wasn't a subscriber for whatever reason. I didn't realize I wasn't. But yeah, you're a wealth of knowledge, and I'm glad we're virtual friends, man. Let's see. What would be a good RC for a beginner that has some speed with it? You've come to the right place, man. I would say probably the WL Toys 144001. They're right around $100, and they're 30 mile an hour right out of the box. Parts for it are cheap, and you can have and there's a huge community. There's a huge community around the 144001. People go out and do 100 mile an hour with them. By converting them to brushless and doing just a few other things. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of time and money to make those things super fast. So that's probably for the year 2020, the 144001, man, that one is up there. I've got a video on it. It's actually the most popular video I have. Yeah, that's got my vote for sure. Backyard track. I don't have a backyard track. I wish I did, though. I had a 2-wheel drive Wrestler VXL, traded it for a snowblower. You probably get more use out of that snowblower, though, honestly, don't you, Anthony? I would imagine. Hit that like? Yeah, dude. Hit it. Or don't. Hit the thumbs down if you want. I don't care. What's up? Captain Flannel here. What's going on, Captain Flannel? I'm glad you're here. I have the Losi 18 Nitro. Hey, I think Anthony from RC Show Off has one of those. But you got me buying 2 SCX 24s and about to build a mini course like yours. Nice, dude. You should. We have a lot of fun with it. Where I'm from, up in Ohio, it's getting cold outside. The 2021 race season is pretty much donezo. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to it's gonna be good to do some indoor crawling and indoor racing on the Mini Z track. Those things, boy, those are good investments. I'm the beer assistant. MIA tonight, yeah. King Wally, you are more than just an assistant. More than just a beer assistant. 22S has a ton of aluminum upgrades now, even TLR shocks too. Yeah, exactly, man. It's a Losi product. It's a Losi product, so they are built and designed to go around racetracks, and they do it very well. I wish the Losi would be the new box stock class. The Slash is worst track SC, worst track short course. I have a Losi 2-wheel drive. I have a 2-wheel drive Slash that I built to be competitive, and it just isn't. So yeah, I'm with you there. Flying Fortress hasn't driven it. Well, you should, man. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of opportunity to drive it, I am sure. Hellride, there's a name I haven't seen in a while. 100% agree. The 22S is hands down best 2-wheel drive short course truck in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Cyber Friends rule. Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Y'all are getting crazy. Let's get back on track here. So I showed you my Fiesta ST Rally. If you don't have one of these and you're into the Speed Basher thing, but you can't justify spending like $600 on a felony or an infraction. I realize they're not. Are they $600? I think they're like $600. If you want to spend half that, dude, why don't you get one of these? This is for sure like one of the most epic speed bashers that's actually capable of bashing. Like, you can go off-road with this thing. You can take it off jumps. In fact, the video I made with it, we jumped it pretty high. This thing is awesome. So that's my vote. And my the second speed basher is this guy. I don't drive this nearly as much as I should. This thing is epic. I absolutely love this thing. This, of course, the Chevy C10. This is built on the Redcat TRSC10E. So they're 10th scale short course truck, and it's awesome. This does 50 mile an hour right out of the box. Pull it out of the box, put a 3S lipo in it, and go out and do 50 mile an hour without changing anything. If you change a few things, if you tune the suspension, and you tune the ESC, turn up the wick a little bit, you can go even faster right out of the box. If you buy a C10 speedrun body, you can go even faster. The last time I put a GPS on this thing, it did 57 mile an hour. 57 mile an hour. And I really haven't done very much to it to get it to this spot here. Throw some frickin' Duratrax Banditos on there, and it looks epic. It handles really well, and it's super durable. I mean, aluminum chassis. Look at that. Aluminum chassis. It's got a big old brushless motor in it. Love this thing. Center diff. It's got a legit center diff in it. Yeah. It's an absolute ripper. It's awesome as a short course truck. Don't get me wrong. As a short course truck, it's a performer. But to turn it into a speed bash, like, what did I spent like less than $200 to turn this into a speed basher. I've got less than $500 in this thing, and it's freaking insane. I think that it looks just a little bit cooler. Looks just a little bit cooler than the infraction. Maybe it's just because I built it and I painted it myself and I kind of, did all that. But my gosh, why? Why would you ever buy an infraction or a felony when you can build something that's almost as fast, much more capable off-road, and looks this cool? Why would you do it? Why don't I drive this more? I really should. But that's why I haven't bought an infraction or a felony, is just because, like, I have what I think are superior vehicles that I don't drive. I don't drive nearly as much as I should. But I know I'm not alone in that. I know a lot of you right now in the comments, I know a lot of you have got an RC that you love that just sits on the shelf and you never drive. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Change my mind. But I bet you do. I bet you do. What is going on? Nothing crazy bashing, though. What are you talking about? Oh, are there any upgrades to the 22 that you would need out of the box for some bashing? Well, I mean, it's not really meant to be a basher. I mean, it's meant to go around the racetrack. I'm not saying that it's not durable, because it absolutely 100% is. But you just have to realize, like, that's really not what it was meant for. So, upgrades right out of the box? I don't know, dude. You're probably going to want to Gorilla Tape the bejesus out of that body, though. That's for sure, if you're going to take it bashing. Because, yeah, the body on it is, it's a race body. It's not a basher body. It's certainly not, a really crazy durable body. So, yeah, just be aware of that. Let's see. Nope, it's ready to rip. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. What's up, what's up, what's up? RC Addicts Garage, Jeff C in the house, finally. What's going on, dude? Shelf Queen series. Yeah, man, I could probably make an entire series about Shelf Queens. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't driven in way too long. Oh, let me show you this. Anybody know what this is? Any guesses? Anybody know what this is? Do we know? Do we know? Come on, phone. Tamiya lunchbox. Oh, dude, I want a Tamiya lunchbox. Those things are so cool. That was like the bee's knees when I was a kid. The Tamiya lunchbox. Oh man, that's so cool. Just like a big, gnarly, you know, groovy van with giant monster truck tires. It just, there's nothing cooler. Fortec, yep. This is a Traxxas Fortec 2.0. And it's a ripper, man. It's awesome. But I never drive it. It just sits on the shelf and looks pretty. The last time I drove this was, I think, over a year ago. We took it to the drifting warehouse and we drove it. I mean, we didn't even really drive it that much. Yeah. But it's awesome. It's super fast. I converted it to brushless. It comes brushed, of course, like many ready-to-run touring cars. Comes brushed. Converted it to brushless, and it's freaking awesome. It, you know, for a Lexan body, I mean, look at the detail. Look at the detail. It's got a ton of detail in it. You know, love it, love it. It's got brake calipers. It's got these huge deep dish wheels on it. It's super dusty, dirty right now because it just lives on the shelf. But yeah, I love this car. Love this car. And I never drive it. You know, it's just how it goes. Yeah. Shelf Queens. The Kyosho Road thingy. I have a Kyosho Road thingy. I've been trying to drive it for the past 2 weeks, but the car is in one place and my transmitter is somewhere else. And for whatever reason, I just can't put the two together and, yeah, make it. Fortec snap-on chassis longer than stock. Is that a question, or are you just telling me? I'm not sure. That's a Mustang, LOL. Indeed it is, Paul. Yeah. My second hobby grade vehicle ever was a Traxxas Fortec, the original one. And it was belt driven, super cool. Wish I still had it, but you know, that was a long time ago. They also make it in a nitro. I'd really like to get the nitro version. How much are you willing to sell for the Redcat SC Speed Basher? Why? Because I don't drive it? Oh boy, I don't know, man. I don't know, RC Blake. I don't know. Shipping on that thing would probably be crazy because it is kind of heavy. It's a little heavy. It's a little on the heavy side. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to sell it just because I'm kind of attached to it. You know, I mean, I didn't do a lot of work to it, but I did kind of somewhat build it. So now I'm attached to it. Crowd killer. LOL. That's what. Yeah, it's a Mustang. Yeah, it's an ankle killer. In fact, my my C10 truck is an ankle killer. Ask King Wally. He knows all about that. He got nailed with it. Almost full throttle. I mean, it had to have been doing 40 mile an hour at least 40 mile an hour. That thing just right into his ankle, and it hit it hit him so hard that his shoe flew off. Like, you know, it all happened so fast. Like, it hit him, but like before I even realized it hit him, I was like, what is this shoe doing flying through the air? That's odd. And then I was like, oh, that made direct contact. Yeah, that was rough. I think he still has a scar. I think he might still have a scar from that. The only shelf queen I have is some cheap New Bright RC I got for my birthday. LMAO. Oh, dude, yeah, I got a Darth Vader car that I got for like Christmas or something. That's sitting on the shelf. It looks pretty cool though. I'll see you next Tuesday in the house, dude. I'm so sorry I missed your live stream. I was working on editing videos and I was like, oh my gosh. I tried to finish and go check it out, and it was like, you must have just ended by the time I hopped on. So I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That Axial looks dope, though. If you don't bring the transmitter next week, I get the Mercedes. Yeah, probably. That's probably not going to happen. Barbecue, the TRSC-10 is a crowd killer. Just ask my angle. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I hit him so hard. That thing hit him so hard. I wish I would have got it on video. I'd have to like put one of those viewer discretion advised warnings before the video. I mean, it was insane. Just his shoe. Just, that was wild. And his shoe probably flew, I don't know, 10, 15 feet. I mean, it was gone. It was hilarious. I felt bad, briefly. Yeah. Yeah, my shoe flew like 10 feet, no joke. Yeah, exactly. Do you have a Twitter so I can follow you? No, dude, I don't have Twitter. I have Instagram, though, and there is a 10 Skill Garage Facebook page, but I don't really post anything on it. But you can absolutely follow me on the Instagram, or you can subscribe to Patreon. It's $3 a month, and you get extra videos. I mean, there's that, too. And that's a great way to get in touch with me. Because if any patron, if a Patreon sends me a message, it goes like right to my phone and I get it right away. So yeah, Instagram or Patreon those are the best places to follow me, or YouTube, obviously. I had an Arma put me. I can't read. I had an Arma put me on my rump before. Yeah, man. We've all been there. Oh my gosh, I almost, if you watched the Arma Big Rock video, Ethan was driving, I was filming, and I wanted to get a shot of it like full chap just coming right at me, and so I was like, oh, I'll just stand right in front of it, you know. And Ethan was like standing quite a ways away from the action, you know. And it came right at me, and I thought he was going to go past me, but no, he came like right at me, and I jumped right at the last minute, and my foot caught the body, and I thought for sure it was going to like take my foot off or send the truck flying, but like I just barely grazed the top of it, and you wouldn't even know. But that shot did make it into the video, so check out that video and see if you can see where I almost get my foot amputated. Because that thing was flat out. I mean, he was doing 50 mile an hour, at least 50 mile an hour, and right at me. That's pretty crazy. At least a foot wasn't in it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, 22S is great two-wheel drive. Yep. Boy, lots of questions about the Losi 22S tonight. I hear peg legs are in. Chicks dig them. Right? Jody, the way it fell at first, I thought my foot was in the shoe. Yeah, man, I hit him so hard. Mighty Jojo, I like to watch your videos. Thanks, man. I like to make them. So I'll keep doing it if you keep watching them. Love the blue body. Oh, of the, yeah, the C10. Yeah, dude. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, you can see there's a crease on the hood right here. Can you see that crease? That's where I hit Ethan. He creased the body. So like the body was, you know, it flexed quite a bit. But yeah, that's from Ethan's ankle right there. Yep. Fun times. Let's see. Love watching Billy getting hit with... Oh, yeah, dude, for real. Yeah, if you want to see some legit RC shenanigans, RCU next Tuesday, those guys get wild. They boldly go where people should not go. They break all the rules of RCing, and I love it. RC cars are the best kind. Yep, I agree. Mighty Jojo, I live on a mountain. Cool, like that Bjork song. That's an obscure reference. You said it, Ian. Yeah, exactly. Those guys are ridiculous. Seeing 2 turn marshals at the track get taken down by a car. Then while on the ground, 2 more RCs ran into him. Dude, yo, turn marshaling is no joke. Especially, like, if you're around a group of guys like we go racing with. Dude, when you've got RCs flying through the air and people are going ham, yeah, man, it can get rowdy out there for sure. And plus, you know, if you think like our racetrack, if you've seen any videos with our racetrack is it's pretty long. Like there's a lot of long straights, and so it's a really wide track as well. So you're watching your car, and you know it's harder to like keep an eye on the corners and where your opponents are and where turn marshals are located. So yeah, I mean you can be going flat out, and plus because we have really long straights, obviously your speed is faster. It's a pretty fast track. So yeah, man, by the time you see someone in the track, it might be too late. It might be too late, and it's in God's hands at that point. Yeah. I want to see the big Redcat crawler run. Looks like it's a blast for a big crawler course. Yeah, yeah, it's right up here. It's a clawback. There it is. The clawback. That guy. Yeah, love the clawback. It is a lot of fun, but it is kind of a pain in the butt to transport, just because it's so big. I mean, it's the biggest RC that I own. I mean, bigger than my 5th scale Baja, bigger than my 5th scale rally car, bigger than my Outcast 8S, way bigger than an X-Max. Yeah, it's massive and kind of a pain to move around, but I'm sure we will have an opportunity to get that thing out and play with it very soon. At least I hope so. Let's see. No, but can see dust and cobwebs. Are there dust and cobwebs up there? I don't think there are. I don't think so. I think we're good. Let's see. I crashed into my girlfriend off the skate ramp. Messed her up, but didn't put in the video she was at. Dude, is that who filmed some of your videos? Like, Anthony, some of his videos where, like, it's obviously not him filming. Whoever films those, man, they are not afraid to get right down and deep in the action. And there was a couple helicopter videos you had, and that might have been on the old Hellride channel. But, man, you got, like, I can't remember what helicopter it was now. I think it was, like, one from Banggood, maybe. And I was like, holy crap, I would not want to be anywhere close to that helicopter as you're whipping it around, man. Whoever was filming that video was brave, and I approve. You're getting my Patreon, brother. Oh, right on. Thanks, Ian. So hopefully you charge. I found you so fully charged. I found your channel, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah. If you it's $3, and then if you want to subscribe for $10, I'll send you a sticker, and you can get your name in the credits, and you can be moderator for sure. And then you can be repping that Blue Wrench gang, you know, VIP status. Be a good time. Hot Hoop DRC, James Mann. James Mann started an RC channel. Thankfully, James Mann, he is the guy that very kindly donated the Traxxas T-Max. And he has got an absolute arsenal. As you can imagine, he's got a T-Max just laying around that he was like, oh my gosh, let me send it to you. He's got an absolute arsenal. And if you're into mini crawler courses, he's got a mini crawler course as well. The dude's a legend. And he finally started an RC channel. So Hot Hoop DRC, which is a great name, I think. Excellent choice there, brother. No, you haven't really missed much. It's kind of we're kind of straying from our usual Wrenchin' Wednesday, and we were talking about my two favorite cars that I never drive, which are the Traxxas Fiesta ST Rally and the Redcat TRSC 10E. Yeah, that's what it is. Two of my favorite cars that I never ever drive. They sit on the shelf and they collect dust. And yeah, they're kind of like speed bashers, except better than what Arma would call a speed basher. Yeah, barbecue. I did, but it felt bad, so I didn't. I missed something, didn't I? How Red should have been slow-mo video. Oh, did I miss something? Ooh, I'm not sure what's going on there, but whatever. My cousin has like 3 traxxas, including a Gravedigger, Stampede, but he broke apart on every one of them and hasn't used any of them for years, and it hurts my soul. A broken traxxas, there's really no excuse for that, is there? I mean, you can dang near buy traxxas parts at garage sales. I mean, literally, like, that's one of the main reasons you would buy traxxas. They're expensive, and they're not, I wouldn't call them, like, super high quality, but you buy them because, like, you know that they're going to be supported forever. Like that old Traxxas 4Tech that I had way back in the day, like in the 90s, like, you can still buy parts for that thing. That's nuts. That's nuts. A broken that kind of thing should be outlawed. It hurts my soul as well, man. He doesn't even try and fix them. Well, you should be like, hey, dude, why don't you just let me take these? And, you know, since you obviously don't use them and they're just collecting dust. Yeah, you should convince him. If he needs some convincing, send him my way. I'll convince him. Yeah, she's the only one to help me film. Right on. Well, good on her, man. She is a brave soul. It's, yeah, it can get a little gnarly out there. Okay, I'm off. Listening in the car. Later, Jeff C. Have fun. Jeff C. Where's my package? Here's a little insider information here. Tonight we were going to do a live unboxing on the live stream at the Mini Z track. That was our plan anyway, and that went horribly, horribly wrong. And it is all the fault of UPS. So that means it's Jeff C's fault, clearly. So now we're just hanging out in the studio, in the 10 Skill Garage studio, chatting with you guys. So not what I had planned this evening, but it's still good to talk to all you guys. Going to be up next week. Going to start How I Got My Name, then RC from there. Right on. Sweet, dude. Cody G, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the party. Yeah. So, in other news, obviously, like I just kind of spoiled, there's more Mini Z content coming soon. We got some more Mini Zs coming. There's a Prius in the garage, as I mentioned earlier, and yeah, we still have to run the vehicle that is going to be on the next Patreon video. Still have to run that one for the YouTube, and yeah, so there's gonna be some Nitro stuff coming up. There's gonna be brand new vehicles that you haven't seen, and Christmas is right around the corner, and I've got an epic video planned for the holidays. That's gonna be a lot of fun to film and a lot of fun to watch. So you guys are gonna want to stick around for that, and then the Patreons are gonna get a giveaway car or truck, one of those. You're gonna want to, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And right now there's only a few Patreons, so it's going to like one of 3 or 4 people. So, so the chances of them winning it is pretty high at the moment. Yeah, and then 2021. Got some big plans that are under wraps, but you guys are going to be stoked for it. UPS didn't drop my package off today. Hopefully tomorrow. Dude, you know, it's crazy. It was supposed to come today, and then I got an email with like a big giant yellow exclamation point, and it was like, there's a delay. Of course there's a delay. Of course there is. And our buddy Jeff was supposed to get a package today, and that was delayed. Of course, that was USPS instead of UPS. Yeah, everything is just a big cluster cuss at the moment. So, whatever. We've been waiting like a month for this package, so what's another few days? Whatever. Sorry, my comments probably didn't make sense. I was watching, but didn't realize it wasn't live. Oh, it's live, man. You're on the internet. You're on the interwebs. Welcome. Woo, I'm a Patreon. Yeah, you are. Hopefully I win, so it saves on shipping. Yeah, man, that'd be dope. Because if you won, then I could still play with it. What's up, 10 Scale Garage? What is going on, dude? Happy Wednesday. I'm glad you're here. Man, I might Patreon. Been watching for a while and have always liked your vids. Thanks, Squiddy boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, there's more videos on Patreon. There's one up right now. I just started it this week, and there's another one going up there tomorrow. And they're videos that like I normally wouldn't make. They're videos that get requested, but they're videos that I wouldn't normally make on regular YouTube. And you can watch them ad free. That's another bonus. So no commercials. Because let's be honest, YouTube, we want to skip the ad. We want to skip the ad. Yeah. So sweet. Yeah. Extra videos for $3. Mad Van is going to be next week. Can't wait. Ha, Hoopty. Of course you have a Mad Van. And have you been waiting for months and months and months to get Mad Van parts like every other Mad Van owner I know? Although Jody from Flying Fortress RC just got parts for his Mad Van like this week, I think. So his should be back in commission, or at least a new motor mount put in, and then it will inevitably go back on the shelf and look pretty. I was back by 10 minutes from laggy phone service. Bummer, dude. Your shipping equals the cheapest shipping money can buy. Yo, that's true. It was so cheap. In fact, it was free. Thanks to omgrc.com hooking me up with that free shipping. Holla. Love the Mad Van. It's awesome. Yeah, the Mad Van is cool, but if it breaks, I don't know how it works over in the UK. I mean, you're closer to Japan than we are. But dude, Kyosho support here is poor, borderline unacceptable. Yeah, I don't know how long Jody from Flying Fortress RC has been waiting for parts, but dude, it's been a while. It has been a long time. Every Kyosho product that I own has taken way longer than expected to actually get here. Like, I'll order it and maybe a month later I'll see it. Maybe. The latest Kyosho products that I ordered, I think we've been waiting more than a month for them. It's just wild. So maybe it's better in the UK. I hope it's better in the UK. Maybe it's just a Kyosho America thing. But dude, Kyosho, you're killing me. You're killing me. Yeah, 8 months. Flying Fortress RC, 8 months for the aluminum motor mount. Yeah, you almost have to buy two. Like, if you're gonna buy a Kyosho anything, like, buy two, because something's gonna break, and you are in for a really, really long wait, man. It's a bummer, but it's just that's just the way it is sometimes. YouTube video ads do get annoying. I have YouTube Premium because I was like, you know what, $10, is that how much it is? $10, I think. I was like, you know what? The $10 is totally worth it because I freaking hate watching ads. I hate it. So if you haven't invested in YouTube Premium and you watch a lot of YouTube like I do, I mean, that's where I consume most of my content from a lot of you people in the chat, as a matter of fact. Yeah, it was totally worth it for me. The Bigfoot is a wheelie machine. Yeah, I believe RC Shoff has one, and it is a wheelie machine. Heck, now the Mad Van will be a snow van. Yeah, dude, that'll be cool. What up, y'all? Got that wrench? Yeah. Tim, welcome, dude. Welcome, welcome. Tim is a 10 Skill Garage VIP. Going to take it easy with it. I'm going to take it to van shows with me. Right on. Yeah, it'll be a hit there, man. Absolutely. Yeah, 8 months. That is a long wait. Yeah, it's still not great here in the UK. All Horizon and Redcat has craps. Yeah, well, it's exactly the opposite here. For the most part. There are some Horizon products or Horizon brands that are a little tricky to get a hold of. But Redcat, oh my gosh, Redcat. There are more and more hobby shops, like local hobby shops, are starting to carry a lot of like Redcat stuff, Redcat parts. But yeah, I have never had a problem looking for Redcat stuff. I've been able to get it pretty quick, and I go through a lot of it. Bryce, I have a Bigfoot brushless with T-Max wheels and road rage tires. My skate park basher. Yeah, and he's got some dope videos with it too. YouTube Premium, yeah, dude, it's $10. If you watch a lot of YouTube, man, I'm telling you, it's worth it because the ads are just, especially during election time. Like my friends that watch YouTube and will be watching a video on their phone or on their computer or tablet or whatever. During election time, the ads are just so awful. It's like more than I can say. Hey, there's my Fiesta ST Rally jumping. Look at it. Dude, it's a basher. It is a basher for sure. Love it. Yeah. Hey, I'm back. What's up, Christian? His phone is back from the dead. It has risen. Hallelujah. Thinking of rock van body on the X-Max. That'd be cool. That would be real cool. Yeah. And then it'll make a good video, too. LOL. Hint, hint. I watch YouTube videos on DuckDuckGo. That way I don't have to watch video ads. Is that a thing? Is that real? Can you do that? How do you do that? Dude. How do you do that? Am I wasting $10 a month? When I could just be watching them through DuckDuckGo? How is that? Dude, show me your ways, oh wise one. Is this a new thing that I just don't know about because I'm old and dumb? I want to get a kaiju, but my parents don't want me to. But I'll be using my money to get one, I would imagine. You're using your own money to get it. Why don't your parents want you to have a kaiju? That seems strange. You should just tell them, look, Mom and Dad, it's $300. I could either buy a kaiju or I could spend it on drugs. You decide. And then I think you'll find that they will approve of the kaiju lickety split. Unless they're weirdos. Let's see. I want to. Hopefully, I can pay an unboxing after Christmas. Hopefully, you can pay an unboxing. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Go to DuckDuckGo and search for videos. For real, dude. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into that. Oh, post videos. Ah, right on. Yeah, dude. Do it. I have fun doing it. Yes, too much money, they said. Mendez. What's going on? Oh, too much money? Oh, my gosh. It's all relative, isn't it? Because, like, let's take a look at the equivalent. Let's take a look at the equivalent Arma. So that's going to be like a 6S Creighton or a 6S Outcast. those are almost twice as much money. So, I mean, you're getting it half off. You're getting it half off. And the Kaiju is, I would say, just as fun as those other vehicles. For half the price, man. Do it. Yeah, tell your parents to get in touch with me. I'll set them straight. Oh, long YouTube video. I skipped to the end and hit replay. No ads. What? Is that a thing too? Dude, I need to step up my YouTube ad skipping game, apparently. My goodness. Wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. His parents are traxxas people. No Redcats in their house. Aren't traxxas people the worst? Ugh. Definitely get the Kaiju. Yeah, for sure. My parents said it's too much money. Well, yeah, whatever. You want their number? Don't post your phone number in the... Don't post that here, man. I was kidding. Don't, yeah. Don't post... Not that I don't trust all of you, but, you know, the comments... I'm pretty sure the live chat gets saved forever. So, if anyone watches this live stream back... Yeah. Don't do that. The Kaiju is better than the Arma Outcast all day long. There you go. You heard it here. And our See You Next Tuesdays, they definitely... Let's say they test the durability of their vehicles thoroughly. So they are definitely... you can definitely trust their opinion on it. Yeah. I bet your parents own Fords too, LMAO. Ooh. They might. I'm gonna bet they own a Chrysler Town and Country. Me too on the learning computer stuff. You know, unless it's an Apple product and it reads my mind, I struggle with it. Although, you know, looking in the background, I have like two PCs back here. But those are my editing rigs, man. Those are my editing rigs. And I wouldn't say that I'm super good at editing either. Billy Proof. They should start like putting that on boxes, you know, like Billy Proof. You see that in the hobby shop, you're like, oh shit, this is legit. Ask them what the last thing they spent $300 on for themselves. There you go. That's a good idea. Honda. I have a Traxxas / two-wheel drive. What kind of Honda? Is it a Honda Odyssey? I hope it's not an Odyssey. Maybe it's sweet. Maybe it's like an S2000 or something. There's some dope Hondas out there. Hey, I own a Town and Country, Roger. Roger, do you have kids? My brother has a Town and Country. Hey now, I have a Ford, LOL. That's true, you do. Yeah. The only Fords I own are like 10th scale. And I have a few. Let's see. I was leaning more towards a landslide, but looks like it would handle better than the Kaiju. Oh my gosh. Okay, like okay. Kaiju, fun factor, up here. All right. If you're considering a landslide, it's going to be about right here. But for the same price as a landslide, you can have a shredder, which is like right here. Which is right here. I know there's a bunch of people in the chat that have driven a shredder, or I think there's a few people in the chat that own a shredder. And, oh my gosh, dude. Shredder over landslide, for sure. And it's cheaper. I think it's cheaper than a Kaiju, isn't it? I think it's cheaper than a Kaiju. I'm almost positive it's cheaper than a... Yay, free money. I want some free money. If you've got free money, send it my way. Yeah, 6 kids, 3 grandkids. Exactly. I got the Rona. I'm just kidding. I don't. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to get demonetized. Yeah, if you have 6 kids and 3 grandkids, you're probably going to want, you know, a big old van or something. Although, whatever happened to station wagons? I'm really into station wagons. I don't understand why people buy SUVs over station wagons. I think they're cooler. I have a Ford white van. Candy, anyone? Right on. Where is your shredder? It's downstairs. The shredder is pretty much like prepped and ready to go at all times. You never know when a shredder session might arise. So I try and keep that thing ready to go all the time. The shredder is probably the vehicle that I drive the shredder's probably the vehicle that I drive the most out of stuff that isn't filmed. With the exception of maybe Carlton, the 1,000-mile RC truck. He's right there. There's Carlton. But yeah, I drive the shredder a lot. It gets run all the time. I've probably driven it 2 times or maybe even 3 times since I made the last video with it last month. So it's like I drive the shredder a lot. So it's downstairs, ready to go. It's ready to go. Yeah. It's got its own set of batteries that are sitting by the charger, so whenever I feel a hankering for some bashing or some shredding, by golly, I can charge them and I'll be ready to go. Love it. Love it. Love the shredder. Apple or Samsung? I own an iPhone. I own all the iPhones, actually. It's kind of that's all I've ever really had is iPhones. Did he really just post his credit card info? Who did? No one posted their credit card number. Oh, Jeff, yeah. That's legit too. I should know. Jeff bought me this Creighton right here. What else did Jeff buy me? Oh, he bought me the Spartan, the traxxas Spartan. I bought that with Jeff's credit card number. He's a nice guy. Yeah. He's a doctor. Oh, snap. Is Shredder a Redcat? It sure is. I've never tried a Redcat. That's a good one. That's a good one to start with, man. It's basically the Shredder is just like it's a 6th scale, but it's really just a stretched 8th scale. So it's very, very similar to the Landslide, but it's just longer. It's got some cooler bits, I think. It looks cooler. Handles really well, too. Love my Redcats. Great customer support. And tough trucks. Yep, exactly. Steve has a white van, too. Oh, that's true. I had a Redcat years ago. Hated it, but looks like they've gotten better. So willing to give them another chance. Yeah, very recently, last week, I was on Chris Vallone's channel, and we did a collab together where we went over the top vehicles of 2020, and oh my gosh, what a year for Redcat. Redcat has released some incredible stuff this year. The Kaiju was one of them. The Redcat 64, the Lowrider, dude, that thing is wicked cool. I mean, there's really nothing else like it out there. The Everest Gen 8s, the Gen 8 Axe Edition, epic crawler, all kinds of good stuff, man. Redcat, what a year for them. They have stepped up their game immensely. And last but not least, this guy. This is definitely my favorite Redcat of 2020, man. This thing is super sick. Love this thing. She's a bad mamma jamma, too. I mean, this thing rips. It's way faster than it has any business being. Why you want a crawler or a rock racer to be that fast is beyond me. It's almost too fast for its own good. Yeah, Wendigo. Yeah, exactly. Gen 8 is way better than what? Oh, Gen 7 Pro. They're similar. They're very similar. But the Gen 8 has portal axles, and portal axles are cool. Portal axles are super cool. But they're similar in a lot of ways. Super duper similar. I've heard the Everest Gen I've heard that I've heard the Everest Gen Pro 6 is also very good. I've never even heard of that, man. Is that a thing? Should I get a Redcat Kaiju or a Shredder? Oh my gosh, dude. That is a good question. That is a good question. The Shredder is cheaper, but the Shredder is 4S. Although the Kaiju on 4S is absolutely more than adequate. You really don't need to put anything more than 4S in a Kaiju. Ask anyone that owns one. Yes, the Axe Edition is a beast, for sure. Gen 6 Pro. Got it mixed up. Are you trying to type 8 there? There's an Everest 10, there's an Everest Gen 7, and there's an Everest Gen 8. Don't believe there is a 6. You seem like an Apple person. I'm not good or bad way, but it's your personality. Dude, I was a freaking BlackBerry person for the longest time. I still own a BlackBerry, as a matter of fact. And every once in a while, when I just get too addicted to my phone, I will pop my SIM card in my BlackBerry, and I will do the BlackBerry thing for a while. May they rest in peace. But this phone right here, this is not an Apple. It's an Android. And I like it. I like it. Nothing against Android at all, but this is my work phone. I have to have an Android phone for work because I'm pretty sure they spy on me. They're probably listening to us right now, as a matter of fact, so everyone be on your best behavior. Watch the video of the Kaiju versus Shredder. Yeah, there you go. If you haven't made up your mind, I've got a pretty comprehensive video on both of them. So yeah, check it out. It's a fun video. It's a fun watch. Are you impressed with the JLB Cheetah? No. No. Okay, I take that back. I am impressed with the electronics. The electronics in the Cheetah are sick. The motor and ESC, that's a great combination. It's a Hobbywing it's a Hobbywing SC8, which is one of my favorite ESCs. And the motor in it is pretty stout, really stout. The steering servo, I could take it or leave it. But the radio system that comes with it, that Dumbo RC radio system, really cool. Really, really, really cool. Yeah, so $300, man, I don't know. I'd get it. If you're going to get one, I'd probably get it on sale. But for $300, man, give me a Granite any day of the week. Give me a Team Redcat RC10E any day of the week. Or RC MT10E, whatever those are called. The Redcat 10 scale basher. Give me one of those, or give me a Granite. Yeah. But everybody and their brother was like, oh my gosh, get a JLB Cheetah. Oh my gosh, JLB Cheetah. JLB Cheetah this, JLB Cheetah that. So I got one and broke it. Yeah, exactly. Buy the one without electronics, bargain. Yeah, but the chassis sucks. The chassis is awful. Unless you're talking buy a Cheetah and then buy an Arma without the electronics, then yeah, then you're paying $300 for pretty decent electronics. Then yeah, maybe then I could see that. But the JLB Cheetah, my goodness, man, the electronics are the only good part about it. The chassis, it sucks. Drive shafts bend. I think the drive shafts are made out of like microwave bacon or something, because they are just, I don't know, they're awful. They're awful. I have had to put them in a vise and straighten them out twice now. I've gone through 2 front diffs. Yeah, and you know, a few of the screws, the hardware that they ship with, the hardware is not great. So wrenching on them is not particularly fun. They're kind of not a great chassis design for something that you're going to have to be wrenching on all the time. And let's see, what else did we break? We also broke a shock mount, but that's not really a huge deal. But yeah, not a fan of the Cheetah. Not a fan. Although, you know, there are some people out there that swear up and down by them. You know, but I'm just letting you know what my experience was. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. For the the brief moments where it did work, holy crap, we beat the snot out of it. I mean, those are some of the biggest launches not at a skate park that I've ever done. Just flat out sending it. Double backflips, really easy. And that's another benefit. Like, you can control it in the air really easy, but that has to come down to the motor and ESC and the transmitter and receiver. That comes down to the electronics. Like, the electronics in it are solid. So that's been my experience with it. Great electronics. Chassis is rubbish, as RC Next Tuesday would say. It's strange. We sent it major at the skate park. It's crazy. Yeah, it's why. Okay, same thing with the Outcast 8S, right? Like, people love that thing. Love it. Kevin Talbot loves his. Chris Fallone loves his. RC Kiwis love theirs. Lots of people just love that thing. That has not been my experience. My experience has been awful. Like, I've driven it 5 times. 2 of those times, it's broken catastrophically to, like, day ending, right? It's broken to the point where it ends your day, and you have to replace parts before you can drive it. It's not something that you can just field repair and keep on smashing. No, they are day enders. And it's just, I don't see... I don't know. Hashtag should have bought an X-Max, man. Yeah, I get it. We hated the Kraton 8S. That's right. Yeah. Exactly. But, there's for everybody that has a bad experience with the Arma 8S, there's like 5 people that love them and, never have any issues with them. So, the same kind of thing can be said for anything, really. But yeah, I'm just letting you know what my experience with the Cheetah was. Yeah. That's what you get with me, guys. You get my honest opinions. Do you own any Kyosho? For sure. Yep. Yep, sure do. I own quite a few Mini Zs, Kyosho Mini Zs, and I also own a Kyosho Phaser Mark II. Yeah. Kyosho. Good stuff. Assuming you can get parts for them. All right. I've been neglecting the comments real quick. What about ZD Racing? What about ZD Racing? Ever had anything ZD Racing? No, I have not. However, that's another one that people ask me about all the time. I know Chris Fallone has one. I can't remember which one he's got. He's got the big monster truck. I think it's like an 8th scale, or maybe it's like kind of a jumbo 10th scale. He's got one, loves it. Yeah, hasn't really had any issues with it. I don't know if he still has it. He may have sold it, but like I said, that's another one that people ask for quite a bit. Maybe, man, maybe. It's probably not going to happen. Excuse me. It's probably not going to happen until this summer. Yeah. RC Next Tuesday, I bashed my Kraton 8S hard and really. Yeah, exactly. See, like. And Anthony even, he makes videos with his, and yeah, he goes ham on it. But yours is modified, though, isn't it, Anthony? I think you did something to it. And now I can't remember what that something is. I have a ZD Racing build going on my channel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, RC Addicts Garage, Jeff C., he's got a ZD Racing. He's got the 8th scale touring car, and that thing looks wicked. And he bought that one as a kit. Not a kit. He bought that one as a roller, so he could put in whatever he wanted. So super duper epic budget build for sure. Man, Kyosho is proud of their stuff. Yeah, they are. Per prices, they ask. Well, I don't know. That really... I really can't think of a Kyosho product that I think is, overpriced. I think that they are really high quality. I mean, they're high quality stuff. I mean, they're Japanese. It's JDM, They're really good quality stuff. But... yeah, they're a little on the expensive side for 10th scale, 28th scale, and so on. But, dude, their nitro buggies or even their like electric, like their race vehicles, you know. I mean, they're right up there with Losi. You know, if you're a serious track competitor, I mean, Kyosho's where it's at. I mean, you know, they've been in the game for a long time, and they know how to build. They know how to build stuff that go around racetracks for sure. Like our buddy Greg has a couple Kyoshos, and they slay, man. They're awesome, and I think that those are absolutely worth every penny. They got some stinkers, like any company, you know. Mad Van. But, you know, I'd say overall, Kyosho's prices, I think, are pretty fair. 100% stock Creighton? For real? I could have swore, man. I could have swore. It's hard to keep all your vehicles straight, though. You've got so god dang many of them. It's mad you can only give it's mad, isn't it? You can only give a view of what's in front of you. Exactly. Well said. Well said. I thought the same until I drove one and owned some. Their products are absolutely amazing. 100% worth the money. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Finish the sentence. I rather have blank over an X-Max. I'd rather have pizza over an X-Max, honestly. I really don't want an X-Max. You know, I think there comes a time in every RCer's life where they really consider an X-Max. They really, really consider it. And for me, you know, I really considered it. And then I drove one. And I was like, you know, I don't need to own this. They're expensive. They are expensive. And they're cool. And everyone's opinion is different about them. Some people think they're absolutely 100% worth the money. I should have bought one over an Outcast, for sure. But at this point, I think I would probably rather have Herpes than my Outcast 8S. I know what you're saying. Oh, well, just give it to me. No, I've invested too much in it to just give it away. Although there are some times where I feel like it. Buy an X-Max, then get 3 views on that video. Yeah. If you're buying an X-Max, or if you're buying any 8S powered vehicle, if you're buying any vehicle over $600 just to make a video to get views, I will tell you right now, don't waste your time, man. Don't waste your time. It's not worth it. Again, this is just my experience. You know, the more a vehicle costs, the less people seem to pay attention to it. At least my audience. At least, you know, you guys. But you know, you pull out a $100 Axial SCX24 and people are like, that's dope. Which it is. Yeah, it's super fun. And you know, I have had just as much fun with vehicles that are $300 to $400 as I have with vehicles that are $800 to $1,200. I've got a boat sitting right over here that was over $1,000. Over $1,000. And it is the most, like, egregious... It's, like, the most egregious thing ever, because it really spoils the fun. Like, even when my Outcast 8S is in completely 100% working order, like, it does spoil the fun a little bit, because in the back of your mind, you're always thinking, like, it was $1,000. Oh my God, it's expensive. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Like, you're always thinking, like, this is a huge... Maybe $1,000 comes super easy to some people, and I'm sure it does. But $1,000 does not come super easy to me. And so when you invest in something like that, you really have a hard time launching it off a half pipe. You know, it's just... I don't know, it's very strange. And the same thing with this dang boat. You know, it's like, it was so expensive, and every time, like, it doesn't want to start instantly, every time that, like, I have to tune the carb, every time that I have to change a spark plug, I'm like, oh, why am I having to mess around with this thing? Why am I having to put such really minimal effort into tuning or maintaining it? Why am I having to put so much effort into something that was so expensive? Where if it was like a $300 boat and I had to put that much work into it, I wouldn't complain about it. Does that make sense? You know? Yeah. I don't know. It just spoils the fun a little bit. Because at the end of the day, these are just toys. Like, these are toys. And $1,000 boat and $1,000 truck, I don't know, they're a little too serious. They're just a little too serious. And I am a grown man playing with toys. There's really nothing serious about that. I love them. I love them. I love my giant, ridiculous, expensive boat. I love the Outcast, but yeah, I don't know. It's not always the amount of fun you have. I guess what I'm saying is the amount of fun that you have isn't directly related to how much money you spend. Is that fair? Is that fair? I think we could probably all agree on that. Yeah. Scale of the Kyosho bodies are second to none. The realism is so real. Especially Mini-Zs. Mini-Zs are incredibly scale. Do you have any Tamiya? No, I don't, man. I don't. Although, I just saw Tamiya released a Volkswagen Scirocco. Like a new Volkswagen Scirocco. And that thing looks pretty awesome. Tamiya also makes that Formula One car, and I can never think of the name. But Tamiya's Formula One car, I will have one of those someday. I mark my words. I will have one because those things are so cool. I probably won't drive it because I'd be scared to smash it into bits. But yeah, they're awesome. My channel exploded with the Mini B. Yeah, man, that thing is sweet. And you converted it to brushless, which is even sicker. Because we're all broke. LOL. Yeah, well, sign me up. I wish Billy would think that he would throw anything. Oh, Billy. I'll be paying off my Creighton for the next 5 years. Ooh. Yikes. You better get your money worth out of it, I suppose. I've hated traxxas for years, except for the first TRX4 Sport. Yeah, man, the TRX4 Sport is probably the best TRX4 to buy, in my opinion. I thought it was Wrenching Wednesday. It's not Ranting Wednesday. Oh, yeah, sorry, man. I got a little ahead of myself. Well, I finally do my RC channel. When I finally do my RC channel, it'll be more budget-minded and do a lot of used RC and rebuilds and such. Yeah, man, there's a big market for that. But there's a market for everything. I mean, look at RC Sparks, you know. He'll go out and run a $5,000 Primal Raminator and people lose their minds. And that's cool. Yeah. I've always wanted a 3.3T mat. What do you suppose the cheapest vehicle that RC Sparks has had on his channel is? Other than, like, mini crawlers and mini Zs. What do you think the least expensive vehicle that he has on there? Oh, you joined my Patreon, Jason? Sweet, sick, dude. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I may have gotten a notification that I didn't see about it, but thank you. That's dope. I appreciate it. And if you're a $10 Patreon, I'll send you a sticker. Super exclusive, often replicated 10 Skill Garage sticker. Boom, there it is. How sick is that? Holla! I'll send you one if you're a $10 subscriber. If not, that's cool too. I appreciate it. You get to watch extra videos, and that's the dopest thing. Behind you is a big Redcat crawler. Yep, it sure is. It's up there. The Tamiya F11 or IF11. Yeah, that's the one. The Formula One car. That thing is so sick. I wish mine would take off more. I love Mini and trucks. Ooh, I wish minis. Oh, jeez, I can't read. My old eyes. I wish minis could take off more. I love mini, and tracks can be built in small areas. Yeah, man. That's what we're doing this winter. We're doing all kinds of miniature RC stuff. We'll be doing some 10 scale stuff, of course, as always. And, putting some paddle tires on some stuff that shouldn't have paddle tires and going out and ripping. So look forward to that. Yeah. Bruh, everything on his channel is crazy expensive. Right? Yeah. For real. Probably his old drift stuff. Ah, that's true. He did have, like, some Exceed drift cars way back in the day. SCX 10.1. Yeah, those are what, like $300 or something. That's got to be close to that, and those Exceed drift cars. Those have got to be close to the bottom. But like, what do you suppose the average price of an RC Sparks vehicle is? Is it $500? Is it $700? I mean, and the stuff that he builds from scratch, what are those, like $2,000, $3,000? Like the truck that he built for the 2020 Rude Boys tough truck. I mean, he probably had like $2,000 in that thing easy. It's insane. I mean, that's super cool. Like, obviously, I really like watching those videos. But holy crap, that is a lot to spend on a 10th scale truck, man. It is. But hell, if I could afford it, dude, tell me, if all of us, all you in the comments right now, if we could all afford that, you know that's what we'd be doing. You know that's what we'd be doing. So more power to him, man. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, it's crazy. It's crazy. He's living the life, man, and that is dope. I thought he did one on the WL Toys K989 a while back. Dude, if he did, I did not see it. That would be surprising. He just did Afro. He just did an Afro build. Yeah, Afro built him an RC car. It was like $2,000. Yeah, exactly. And well, he showed the receipt for it, and it was like over $2,000. And he was like, "Oh, I gave you a deal on it." Because Aaron was like, "Oh, why is it so cheap?" And he was like, "Oh, I gave you a deal on it," which he absolutely did, man. Yeah, those insane. Because you can build a drift car for less than that. You can build like a pretty legit drift car for like $500, like super legit, like ready to go slideways. Yeah. But you know, if Afro RC built me a drift car, I'd be stoked about it. Yeah. His Losi Laser Nut was on the cheaper end of the channel. Yeah, exactly. And laser nuts aren't super cheap. Yeah, hard to relate to someone that can spend that much. Yeah, it really is. It really is. But I think like his content is so good, we all can kind of like live vicariously through him because he just, I mean, that guy lives the life, man. That guy lives the life. And he brings RCs to a lot of people, you know what I mean? Like people who aren't really into RCs, like they get into them because of his channel. You know, like he's brought so many people into the hobby, and he has a way of like, you know, getting viewers that really aren't RC people, you know, which is really cool. You know, it's something we can all probably aspire to do. Yeah. What do you think the next Arma will be? I believe the next Arma will be a what's their buggy? I have two of them. Typhon. I believe their next release will probably be a Titan 8S. I'll bet. Big 5th scale buggy. That'd be sick. I probably won't buy one. but yeah, that'd be cool. That is insane for a drift car. I'll stick to a Redcat if I want to drift. Hey, check out the how to get into RC drifting 2-part video series on my channel. Yeah, you can go drifting. You can go drifting for a lot less than that. If you want to be competitive, yeah, you're probably looking at like $300 to $500 for a pretty legit setup. His content is absolutely amazing. Don't get me wrong. But holy crap, yeah, I got some money. Well, think about like the whole YouTube Gold series, like like that big earth mover that he had, that big hydraulic earth mover. I can't remember how much that thing was, but it was insane. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for just one RC, and he's got trommels and all kinds of stuff out there. That rock shaker and smasher. And he's got cranes and bulldozers and semis running around the clock. Like, that whole setup was just insane. Absolutely insane. But, you know, a lot of people watched it, and I am willing to bet that he made money on that. Take the gold out of the equation. I'm willing to bet, because I know a little bit about YouTube now, I'm willing to bet that he actually made money making that series, which is insane, because the cost of making that series was... I mean, there are shows on network TV that probably don't have a budget as high as what YouTube Gold did. Think about that. Think about that. And this is a guy who makes RC videos on YouTube that has, for sure, a bigger budget to make that series than, you know, other shows on, like, network TV. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Anyway... I'm happy with my HSP drift car. $130. Good enough for me. There you go, man. There you go. I'm talking like rear-wheel drive. I'm talking like rear-wheel drive drift cars. Yeah, four-wheel drive drift cars. It's a different thing. But still, just super fun. Yeah. I mean, my Redcat Thunder drift, the black Evo 10 right here. I mean, that thing, it's four-wheel drive. It's belt-driven. It's not crazy expensive, and it is so much fun to drive. So much fun to drive. Yeah. Just heating that garage in Alberta must be nuts. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. Yeah, it gets cold up there, brother. It gets cold. I've used a friend's. It drives really well. So plush to land when jumping around the track. What are we talking about? Oh, shoot. What drives real plush? I want one. Whatever it is. Dang. Oh, Squid Boy. What was Squid Boy talking about? Does anybody know anything about the laser knife? Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, they're sick, man. They're sick. I've never owned one. I haven't driven one, but boy, I watched a lot of videos on them. For sure. Kevin Eco Power Talbot. That's funny. LOL. I'll probably get a 22S SCT. Good choice. Yeah, good choice. I've heard really good things about the TT Pro. Ooh, yeah, dude. King Wally and I both have a Tenacity TT Pro, and they are weapons. Weapons. Also, what do you think the next traxxas might be? No idea. Probably a boat. I would say. An 8-scale garbage truck. That's funny. Let's hope so. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say probably a boat. I think they're probably due for a new boat, a new hull. Or maybe a new crawler. If I had to guess, maybe a drag car, like a purpose-built drag car. You know, they made that funny car for a while. And then they kind of got out of the drag car game because they were making like those timing systems, you know, for a while, a few years at least. And then they stopped making them. So yeah, my bet would probably either be a new crawler, like probably a new version of the SCX4 or the TRX4, or a new hull that's a little overdue for them, or drag car. Or maybe even bringing back like the Trax, like the smaller scale stuff. Yeah. Get a Traxxas Summit. I don't know. The Summit doesn't really do it for me, man. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. It's not super scale. It's not like a really durable basher. It's not like a rock crawler. It's kind of a, I don't know. It does a lot of things decent, but it really doesn't do one thing really well. Other than look cool, I guess. It looks really cool. But yeah, I don't know. The Summit, I don't know. I've never been drawn to the Summit. It's never been something I've lusted after. Traxxas trash truck, LOL. That's what I call this. That's what I call the slash, the Slaxxas trash. LOL. I mean, I own one. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating. I own one, but they do kind of suck. Yeah. A 5th skill crawler. That'd be dope. You could bash and crawl with the Summit, looks like. Yeah, maybe. You can kind of bash, you can kind of crawl, whatever. It'll be the traxxas boss, pretty much a wider version of the max. Ha! Someone's just plain awful. There you go. What's up, everyone? RC for all. What's going on, dude? Ha hoopty! Would you like a boat? Would like a boat, but don't want to swim to get it. As I have said many times, the most important part about RC boating is having a recovery plan. Because things will absolutely go wrong. Although there are a lot of companies now that are making self-riding boats. Obviously, ProBoat makes the Sonic Wake. They also make another one, a smaller one, that is self-riding. And there's a few other cheaper brands out there that make self-riding hulls. So if you want to get into boating, absolutely 100% get yourself a self-riding hull. The other important thing about boating is location, location, location. You want to go to a lake where if something bad happens, the boat won't sink, but it will blow to a shore that you can get to. So if you're doing it on a lake, like a big lake, you might be screwed if you can't get to the other side of the lake. If you're doing it on a river where the current is going to carry it away, you might be screwed. And you always should have a worst case scenario. If I have to go get that, how am I going to go get it without going swimming? Because I've been swimming a few times. I've been swimming a few times to retrieve boats, and it's dumb. It's not. You shouldn't do that. You should think. You should have a plan before it gets to the point where you're getting wet. That's the biggest thing about boating. But oh my gosh, is it fun? Oh my gosh, it's fun. The Max handles like a boat. There you go. Is Arma more popular than traxxas? Probably not. Let's see. Lane, are you talking dirty words? Are you putting dirty words in there, man? Are you gonna get me demonetized? Crash, bash, crash. Yeah, exactly. It's getting that way. Yeah, they're nipping at their heels for sure. Watch someone I know into boats used a fishing pole with a tennis ball and it worked. Yeah, I've got a boat that I use like as a recovery boat, yeah, it's same thing. It's got a bobber with a string on it. You send it out there, you run, in a circle. The string catches the bobber, and then that goes around the boat, and it just kind of, you can pull it in like that. But that requires two boats and one boat that you use strictly as a recovery boat. And boy, does that get expensive. Because then you have to have batteries charged, assuming that hoping that you won't have to use them. And it's a pain in the butt. And if you're running in a river with a current, boy, that thing can get out of casting. That thing can get out of, that thing can get out of the range of your rod and reel if you're using a fishing pole. That thing can get out of range pretty quick. So, yeah, Yeah, boating. It's super fun, but oh my god. Have a Yeah Racing brushed one on it now. Just tempting. On what? Dang it, I don't know what we're talking about. More popular maybe, but not. I wouldn't be surprised if traxxas isn't sweating with some clenched cheeks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, traxxas. Traxxas has been doing it since the 80s, early 90s. traxxas has been around for a while, man, and they've got that market pretty much sewn up. Plus, the other thing about traxxas is they're not owned by. They are a United States brand that aren't owned by a parent company. Like Arma, obviously, it's a UK brand owned by Horizon Hobby in the United States. So Horizon Hobby, they're not trying to go after every corner of the market because they don't have to. Whereas traxxas, they are not really limited. They're not really limited by any parent company that owns another company that's saying like, oh, Arma, we don't want you to release a super budget spec truck because we have this other brand that does that. Or Arma, we don't want Arma to make a crawler because we own Axial, and that's what Axial does. Axial makes crawlers, Traxxas doesn't have any of that. And Traxxas, they want people to, Traxxas wants people to sell their parts in their stores. Whereas Horizon Hobby, they want you to be a Horizon Hobby dealer, So they want you to sell Arma and Losi and, all their other brands that they own, Axial, etc., etc. So, there's definitely some benefit, at least in the United States market. There's definitely a benefit to not having a parent company that owns another brand, because like you don't want to, because then you're only really competing with yourself, Arma doesn't have to compete with Axial because Horizon Hobby owns both of them, So, yeah, does that make sense? Whatever, I'm ranting. Guys, you've been at this for almost 2 hours. This is kind of ridiculous. You guys are absolute legends, or leg ends, as RC Next Tuesday would say. Everyone should own a Stampede. I think everyone has at some point, or at least everyone has had a buddy that owns a Stampede, for sure. And fast monster trucks and short course. Yeah, for sure. Is there an indoor racing scene in Ohio? I'd love to get back into touring cars or carpet off-road, but there's nothing happening in Indiana. We race Mini Z's at my shop, and there is absolutely, if you can get 3 guys together and all go in on a track. I mean, tracks are super affordable. Like my track was $320. And you got to think, like, you can get a Mini Z for $130. So, we're talking less than $500. You've got a track and a car. So sometimes you can't rely on other people, man. You just got to build it yourself. That's what the guys at the racetrack where we go and racing, that's what they did. They were like, hey, let's just build a track. You can't always rely on other people to provide stuff. Sometimes you just gotta build it. And if you build it, they will come. If you build a track, dude, I bet your buddies. How many people have bought a Mini Z in the last month because I built a track at my shop? Yeah, raise your hand, right? Yeah. Well, while traxxas are good, they're outshined by just other competing brands. Yeah, in some ways they are. In some ways, no one can compete with traxxas. Parts availability, no one can compete with that. They've just got it locked down. They've got it locked up, man. No one's gonna compete with that. Have a great night. Got to spend time with the fam. You probably should. Yeah. Your other family, your real family. I mean, we're your family too, but I know what you mean, man. It's all good. What timing system do you use for those super? What timing system do you use though? They're super expensive. Why is it hard to build a track? Timing systems are not super expensive. I think you can, if we're talking like for mini Z's or like short course trucks, I think transponders are $20. So if you buy a truck or build a new truck, just add another $20 on it and get a transponder for it. Transponders are usually universal across timing systems, usually. And then a timing system, for like a Mini Z track, timing systems are $150, $200. So less than the price of the track. Then if you're making a short course, if you're putting it outside, like an off-road track, you're going to spend maybe $500 on a pretty legit one. But they're not crazy expensive. They're definitely something to think about. At least 20 Mini Z's in 2 weeks. Yeah, exactly. He's a rap star. It's true. Gangster. What do you think of the Traxxas Max? I've never driven one. I don't own one. But boy, there are a lot of people saying that they're like the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't see it. Holy crap, they're expensive. I don't see it. I hear they're durable though. That's great. I probably won't get one. It's really not on my radar. There's a lot of other things that I'm more interested in other than a Traxxas Max. There's just so many more things I'm interested in. And I've got a bunch of 10 scale bashers. I mean, is a Traxxas Max better than an arm of Big Rock? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. It's not faster than a Big Rock. I don't think it looks better than a Big Rock. Is it more durable than a Big Rock? Maybe. Holy shit, K-pop RC's in the house. Oh my gosh. Welcome, dude. Yeah. Yeah, Traxxas Max, exactly. Yeah, it's all just plastic. I mean, the arm of Big Rock is plastic too, but dude, it's just it seems like with the Max, it seems like they started with a price. They're like, "Hey, we don't sell a product that costs this much." And they were like, "Oh, you're right, we don't. We should make one." And they started out with a price, and then they just tried to justify it, you know. And they're selling a lot of them. They're selling a lot of them. But if you think about the Max, like, you buy the Max, then you buy the widening kit, then you buy, like, some paddle tires for it, and you buy, you know, all the other stuff that you have to buy to fit the widening kit, because it's not just like, oh, I'm going to bolt on new A-arms and new linkage, and that's that. Oh, no. You got to buy all kinds of other stuff to fit it. By that time, you're at $1,000. $1,000. You're talking X-Max money there. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't know what they were thinking, but, you know, I hope they sell a bunch of them. I hope they sell a bunch of them. Good on them, man. But yeah, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. It's just not on my radar. Get a low C5. Yeah, if you want a big RC. Yeah. I've got some big RCs, man. I've got the 5B, and I've got the 5th scale rally car that I bought specifically because K-pop built a 5th scale rally car, and I was like, I have to have some of that in my life. Yeah, super fun. 2-stroke, that's where it's at. I can't believe that's not more popular than it is, but yeah, whatever. Adult beverage on hand, you know it, brother. The X-Max is expensive to buy, but replacement parts are cheap. That's good, because it seems like you need a bunch of them. It's that thing again where I was talking about, like, it seems like different people have different experiences. You know, like, there are people out there that swear by them. Oh my gosh, the X-Max, worth every penny. I drive it off the cliffs, and I've never broken anything. And there are some people that are like, some people that I know personally have them, and they're like, every third battery pack I run through it, I strip a spur gear, you know? And Traxxas doesn't want to do anything for me about it. It's so crazy how two people with the same vehicle will have such a different experience. And all I can do is just share with you what my experience has been and my opinion. And you can take that, or you can leave it. Yeah. Lucy 5 is king of 5th scale for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Losi's been doing it. Was Losi the first one to really make, like, a legit 5th scale? They might have been. I can't think of any other 5th scale that's been around before that. But, you know how I feel about HPI. That's right. Yes, you're absolutely right about that. Yep, that's true. Boy, if you don't know K-pop RC, like, he used to race 5th scales, like, competitively, and just, he would film the events, and it was so sick. So sick. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, if you're into 5th scale racing and you don't follow K-pop RC, what are you doing? You need to get on it. Yeah. Some people can break steel balls with rubber hammer. Yeah, some people can. I feel that way about my Outcast 8S. Like, I took it out of the box and it was broken. Oh well. And then I fixed it and it broke again immediately. That's just how it goes sometimes. The only reliable X-Max I have seen on video. The only reliable X-Max I have seen is on video. Yeah, exactly. Everyone I personally know, it's always broken. Yeah, like even Joe from OMGRC, which is someone that I really value their opinion, because I mean, there's not a lot of vehicles that guy hasn't owned. And he really has a way of, sorting out the good from the bad. And his experience with the X-Max wasn't great either. And I really trust his opinion on it. But again, I've never owned one. I've only driven other people's. So, I mean, it is what it is. It was the 5B, then the 5T, then Losi 5. Yep. You're absolutely right, man. Sup, Who Rock? Oh, yeah, Who Rock in the house. What's going on? My X-Max started off bad. It took 6 tries before it got a full run. Yeah, man. How does, like, every live stream have like a 10-minute segment in it about the X-Max and what we think about it? It's crazy. But they certainly are popular. They've sold a bunch of them. And they're going to keep making them for sure. Thanks, dude. Always try to make cool videos of the events for sure. Yeah, like there was one where even like got in a helicopter, I'm pretty sure. he was at a big 5th scale event and like here comes a helicopter and next thing you know, K-pop's jumping in it and filming. Super epic footage. That was back in the day. That was back in the good old days. I can't run 3 packs on any of my cars without breaking something. Yeah, I have cars like that. For sure. Yep. For sure. That just means you're having fun, right? As long as you're not breaking... Like, obviously breaking stuff is a part of the hobby. It's going to happen. We all know that. But as long as you're not breaking something that's like... that shouldn't be breaking, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going out there and you're climbing trees with RCs, or you're backflipping, or you're driving out hard, or you're being really, really competitive at the racetrack, and you're, gambling a little bit and going a little bit harder than you should, being brave in corners and such, as long as you're not breaking anything that shouldn't be broken, as long as you're not breaking anything that you didn't deserve to break, that's kind of where I draw the line, like with the Cheetah, the JLB Cheetah, like, I didn't deserve to break all that stuff. Like, I did not deserve to blow out those diffs. Whereas, like, the Arma Grafencast, the part Granite, part Typhon, part Outcast, like, I 100% deserve to break that thing. That was stupid. It was a dumb build. I knew it was going to break, and it did. Or like... some other stuff that I've broken. Oh, like putting that crazy overpowered brushless system in the Vatera crawler. I was like, hey, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to destroy stuff. And I went out and just hammered through the woods, like speed crawling, and I deserved to break stuff that day. But as long as you're not breaking stuff that as long as you're not breaking stuff that really you don't have an excuse for, that's kind of where you should draw the line. At least that's where I draw my line. Like a real helicopter, yeah, exactly. We repeatedly jumped the X-Max with a heavy battery quad off of massive jumps at Paddlesworth, and it took it like a champ, not to mention the cliff jump. Yeah, man, Elmo on the X-Max. If you haven't seen that video of RCU next Tuesday at Paddlesworth with the X-Max, that's some of my favorite X-Max footage ever. Yeah, they put like a mini quad, almost like a Power Wheels, like, 4-wheeler body on the X-Max, freaking duct taped Elmo to it, and sent this thing. And it's hilarious. Oh my god, it's so funny watching Elmo on this 4-wheeler just getting it hard. Yeah, it's pretty dope. But yeah, that has been their experience with it, and that's great. Let's see. It's big and fun as long as it's running. Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's all about not landing on power. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it, man. That has a lot to do with it. But my JLB Cheetah, yeah, didn't land that on power. In fact, didn't jump it, and the front diff exploded. Yeah. And the other time that the front diff broke, it wasn't the diff. It wasn't like the diff gears. It was the output shaft that broke. I mean, just twisted off. The diff was actually fine, but yeah, whatever. Enough about that. My brother has a Redcat Ducano. It breaks. I break it very time when we go bashing. I'm assuming you mean you break it every time you go bashing. That's a bummer. See, like Flying Fortress RC, his kaiju, is that what we're talking about, right? The kaiju? Oh, the Ducano. Yeah, the Ducano. That has been my experience with the Ducano as well. I pre-ordered the Ducano Pro after a night, after maybe one too many adult beverages, and I was on the internet, and I thought, oh, I should absolutely pre-order a brand new monster truck, and yeah, it was not pretty. I still have the carcass somewhere. I was gonna send it to a subscriber, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Because I don't want it to break anyone else's heart, because it is a piece of trash. I thought we were talking about the kaiju there. Kaiju's great though. Yeah, I don't have any trucks around or locations to. I don't have any tracks around or locations to run my RC, so I run mostly in urban environments like cement and tarmac. It's hard on cars. Yeah, man, Bashers in the city, although it does make for some cool content, it's always fun to see RCs ripping downtown. In fact, I want to do a video with my Traxxas UDR, like ripping through the streets downtown. I think that would be super fun. Don't know, it might be kind of a legal gray area. I mean, it's not technically a motor vehicle, but probably frowned upon legally. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man. You might want to think about getting into like mini crawlers or like Kyosho mini Z's. You know, you don't need a whole lot of space to really have a whole lot of fun with those things. That's what we've been doing, and it's super fun, man. I'm addicted. I'm hooked. And mini Z's are cheap. And like the Axial SCX 24, those are pretty inexpensive. You know, we're round about $100. And you can have all kinds of fun. And with Crawler, you don't even need a track. You can just crawl around your house, you know. I got aluminum diff housings for the Losi Baja Ray. Super sick truck that need to go in soon. Only issue I had with that car, and I ripped the crap out of it. Can't recommend that truck enough. Yeah, I race the Losi Tenacity TT Pro, and I wanted to get the Baja Ray, but all the other guys that we race with, they all have like fully independent suspension trucks as opposed to like solid rear axle, independent front. But the Super Baja Ray, now that is definitely on the radar. Because it would be fun to race the UDR and the Super Baja Ray, because they're both similar platforms. You know, solid rear axle, independent front, bigger scale. Yeah. I think that'd be super cool. Let's see. The Ducano was made of toothpicks and paper mache. Yeah, kinda. I was super disappointed with it. I want to do a wall ride with the Typhon. That would be awesome. If anyone can do it, it's you, man. And the Typhon absolutely has that in it. That thing, those buggies are super stout, man. Super stout. I was planning on doing a K-pop Hana downtown with the fifth scale. Yeah, whatever happened to that, man? I was looking forward to that. You hinted on it. After the first video made with it, when it was still two-stroke. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it electric. That way I can be stealthy and under the radar. And nothing ever came of it, bro. You're starting to be all B is for build over here. You see the car rip once and then you never see it again. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. I would never hold you to that sort of company. What do you think? What do you think on UDR? It's priced high. Is it though? I mean, it's definitely a lot cheaper than the Super Baja Ray. It's more expensive than a Mojave, but it's a lot more scale than a Mojave. Definitely a lot more scale than the Mojave. I have one somewhere. It's I can see it. It's down over here. They're super scale. They're really cool. The way that they handle is so realistic. It's one of those cars that, like, when you're driving it, like, you can, like, it translates exactly to what you would expect a real car or truck to do. Much more so than like a normal 10 scale, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just the way that it handles is so realistic. And it makes it really predictable because it handles, you know, a lot like a real car or a real truck. Yeah, the physics scales really well for it. So in that sense, you know, yeah, cool RCs are expensive, man. Really nice RCs are expensive. And for as much trash as I talk about traxxas, they make some of my favorite vehicles. Like the whole thing that I was talking about tonight. Like, this thing is super sick. This thing is so much fun to drive. Like, it's just so much fun. It jumps, it rips on-road, it rips off-road. It takes an absolute thrashing. And I mean, you know, look at it. It's a rally car. It's a Fiesta ST. They're cool. I approve. Yeah. Get one. Super Baja Ray is awesome. Yeah, man. After watching your video, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have one of these in my life. How you like that Felony? How do you like the Felony? I probably won't buy a Felony for the same reason that I never drive these, you know? I just don't have a great place to do a lot of speed bashing. Although 100 mile an hour in an RC car is definitely one of my goals. I've never gone 100 mile an hour in an RC car that I know of. And, you know, if you want to go 100 mile an hour for not a crazy amount of money, I think the Felony or the Infraction is probably a good way to do that. Let's see. The new Real Movement is awesome. Yeah. Everyone must look it up. The cars look real when they move. Yeah, so that's kind of what K-Pop is putting in his neighbor build. He's got the super scale kit in it, which just, it doesn't replace the suspension with servos, but it uses servos in the suspension to kind of like make the car suspension handle like a real car would. So you have like, you know, you have bounce and rebound similar to what a full scale car would be. And that thing looks super cool. And if you haven't checked out any of the super scale videos, that guy, he's got like this old school station wagon. I can't remember what kind of car it is, but it's insane. Watching that thing slide around his living room, it's like your brain is like, what is happening? This does not compute. Like, that car should not be moving that way. It really looks like a full-size car driving around in like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, you know. Yeah, craziness. Dudes, we've been at this for 2 hours. There's got to be something better on TV, don't you think? We got to get out of here, man. Our families, our loved ones are going to wonder what's happened to us. Where have you been? You've been watching 10 Skill Garage live stream for 2 hours. Don't you love us anymore? Anyway, we got to get out of here. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Don't forget, we've got some really cool content coming to Patreon tomorrow. So look forward to that. Really cool stuff happening this weekend. I've got some fun stuff that I'm excited to film and edit and show you guys. I think you're going to like it. And remember, the holidays are coming up. I've got some cool stuff coming around for the holidays. You're going to want to stick around. And as always, we will see you very, very, very soon. Peace, guys.